The risks and prevention of Hendra virus for recreational horse owners. Recreational horse ownership plays an important role in modern Australian society. Australia is free of many serious horse diseases that are found throughout the world. A new disease has emerged that can be deadly to both horses and humans. The purpose of this digital story is to provide horse owners with information on the risks and prevention of Hendra virus. Hendra virus was discovered in the Brisbane suburb of Hendra in 1994 when racehorses became infected. Several horses died, as did their trainer. The disease is caused by a virus that is carried by flying foxes and spread to horses. The virus can then spread through close contact from an infected horse to a susceptible horse and from horses to humans. Currently, there is no specific treatment and the infection in horses and humans can be fatal. Suspected Hendra cases need to be treated with caution to minimize the risk of further infection. Veterinarians will investigate and infected premises will be quarantined. Since Hendra first occurred, there have been 7 cases where sick horses have infected people. 4 people have died from Hendra virus. Outside of the laboratory, the only other animal known to have been infected is a single dog following contact with an infected horse. There has been no evidence of Hendra virus occurring naturally in other animal species. Horses infected with Hendra have exhibited a range of clinical signs ranging from mild depression to colic. There are no classic Hendra symptoms, therefore all sick horses should be treated with caution. Some possible signs your horse may have Hendra include a rapid onset of illness and deterioration, fever, rapid heart rate, discomfort, and depression. It is important to consider Hendra as a possible cause for a sick horse, and keep yourself and others away until a veterinarian has examined the horse. People are at risk of contracting Hendra virus following close contact with Hendra-infected horses. Human infection has occurred before any suspicion of Hendra was raised. You should become familiar with current biosecurity recommendations to protect yourself, your family and friends, staff, and other horses. The greatest risk for horses contracting Hendra is through contact with flying foxes carrying the virus. Exactly how the virus jumps from flying foxes to horses is unknown. However, the consumption of horse fodder contaminated by flying fox urine, saliva, or birthing material is considered a significant risk. There are steps you as horse owners can take to prevent horses becoming infected. Firstly, identify if flying foxes visit your property. Flying foxes cover an extensive area of Australia and all species of flying foxes have been shown to harbour Hendra virus. Many people are not aware that flying foxes visit their property. Flying foxes are active at night and they can feed and fly with very little sound. Flying foxes will travel over distances of up to 20 kilometres to feed at night and will return to the same property if there is suitable food available. Signs that flying foxes visit your property may include large compressed pieces of fruit skin and flesh on the ground or under trees known as spats, discarded blossom flowers, partially eaten fruit or flowers under a tree, tooth marks on fruit or flowers under a tree, and fruit that may be distributed up to 100 metres from a tree. Flying foxes are part of our protective native fauna and they are important in the pollination of many of our native trees and shrubs. Removal of flying fox colonies is not an appropriate option for controlling Hendra virus. In fact, disturbing flying foxes may lead to increased shedding of the virus. Certain trees may attract flying foxes. Flowering trees with high nectar content such as grevilleas and flowering gums will encourage flying foxes into your area. Once you have identified flying foxes visit your property, Prevent contact between flying foxes and horses by separating horses from areas where flying foxes feed or roost. Identify trees on your property that may attract flying foxes and fence these off. High-risk native trees include Moreton Bay figs, lily-pillies, eucalypts, melaleuca, and grevilleas. Generally, flying foxes will only visit your property to feed, as they usually roost in permanent or semi-permanent colony roosts with up to tens of thousands of other flying foxes. Place horse feed and water in hay containers under cover. Do not hang feed and water buckets under trees. Bring horses in at night into covered enclosures or night holding paddocks. Remove overhanging trees from nighttime enclosures or holding paddocks. Do not allow horse access to paddocks where flying foxes are known to feed on fruiting trees in that paddock. Do not use feed that might be attractive to flying foxes if they are known to be in the area. Fruit and vegetables including apples, carrots, or anything sweet may attract flying foxes. In summary, identify if flying foxes visit your property. Separate your horses from areas where bats feed or roost. Fence off trees which attract flying foxes. If possible, stable horses at night when during peak flying fox activity. Keep feed bins covered and avoid feed which may attract flying foxes. Call your local or government veterinarian if your horse becomes ill. While the chance of transmission to horses remains rare, experts predict that Hendra cases will continue to increase in number and regularity in the future. Significant advances in understanding Hendra virus and the disease it causes have been made by research scientists. This research continues. Laboratory tests have been developed for the detection of the virus. A vaccine to prevent infection in horses is currently in development. Stay up to date on current recommendations by contacting your local veterinarian or state government veterinarian. Remember, Hendra is a notifiable emergency animal disease. If you suspect your horse has Hendra virus, keep everyone away from the horse and call your private or government veterinarian immediately.